Today I want to talk to you about bread and circuses, Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift. I am going to take a left-hand turn here in just a minute, and it may be something you've never heard before. It's Hard Truth Monday. I want to hear what you have to say about this. I want to make you think. This one has been punching me between the eyes all day. Let me throw it at you and see what you say. It won't take long, and you better buckle up. Here we go. Today's Hard Truth Monday is brought to you by you people. No main sponsor today, just y'all. I want to say thank you. Consider getting yourself subscribed or double checking your subscription. Thank you to the folks on Patreon. Love y'all. Love y'all. Even if you don't watch sports, I turned off the NFL the day they zoomed in on Colin Kaepernick. I've not watched it since. I will go to places and hang out with guys. It's on. I'm fine if it's just sitting there. I'm not a fan. I don't play fantasy football anymore. I get it. And I know there's a lot of guys already typing, haha, I don't watch sports ball. I get that. I totally get that. However, it does drive a large part of our economy. It is the religion of America today, the NFL. And the idea of Taylor Swift, who I find to be a 6 at best, she has driven and turned the economy of America this past summer. She came into cities and turned their economy, and things changed in those cities, and it's been significant. I'm not a fan. I could give a rat's poot tootie about her music, but to ignore it is to ignore what's going on. Now, anytime you mention sports ball or any sports, there's going to be guys in our freedom community that will say, oh, that's just bread and circuses. The idea of bread and circuses, if you're not familiar, is from the Roman Empire. The state government, their version of the federal government, it was bifurcated. There was a lot there. But you can look at it and just say, hey, their government would support sometimes daily, sometimes hourly, sometimes weekly games. And they would bring everybody into a coliseum, give them bread, give them food, give them drink, and give them entertainment. Wasn't always as bloody as Gladiator makes it out to be, but it was certainly entertaining. And it was a distraction from the downward spiral of the empire, especially towards the end, after they had devalued their currency and turned their attention and stopped valuing wisdom and started valuing youth, idolatry, and sexuality. Fast forward a long time later, and here we sit with our own empire. We have devalued our currency, and now we no longer value wisdom. You get on TikTok, we value sex. It's what we do. And there are distractions out there to distract us from what is going on, what is really moving the puppet, the strings that are up above the puppet that we watch, and the real string pullers are not what we talk about. We never look up. We always just pay attention to this distraction. So my point is this: we do have bread and circuses. We do have daily distractions, but it's not federally funded sports. Yes, a little bit of it is. I know the flyovers and the patriotic stuff and the God Bless America and baseball games is all funded by the Pentagon. I get that. There is some propaganda there, but it's not the big bread and circuses. The hard truth of today is we do have bread and circuses every day. And it's on Capitol Hill. The idea that the president or Congress or the Senate is in charge of this country in any way is laughable. Yes, they do have an influence on our day-to-day lives in some way, but they vote in lockstep with what they are told. The puppet masters above them are the federal government. We'll get to that. How can they be supported by the... It's circular. 2, big pharma and big tech. They do what they are told. When this hit, they all went in lockstep. They joined arm in arm with each other, and they began to step and push, and all voted in the same direction. And that's where we're at today. Big pharma tells them what to do, and they do it. Wall Street tells them what to do, and they do it. Who got the bailouts? We got $1,400 during the COVID, and Wall Street got bailed out. Chevy starts to spiral down years ago, massive bailout, and Congress says, yippee. We don't know who, but somebody's getting a lot of money from Ukraine. And Congress says, yippee, skippy, and we're all like, now we move to bread and circuses. Well, the rhinos, if they would just vote against it, because they're really, nope. They are spineless, ballless, weakless cowards, and they are in lockstep with the left. There is no left. There is no right. It's 2 wings of the same bird, 2 heads of the same snake. They do what they're told by big pharma and big tech, and what they tell themselves to do. What do I mean by that? They are one of the puppet strings. It is circular. They vote themselves raises that are go up and up faster than the rate of inflation and faster than the cost of living increases. They vote for themselves out of Obamacare, out of the you-know-what, and they protect themselves with lacks of term limits and unlimited cash. Dianne Feinstein died and she was worth $100 million. $100 million of value, and she was a public service. How? Well, she's protecting herself. So it is circular. Again, my point is this. Politics are a distraction. Congress is not in charge. You go to water coolers, you sit around campfires, and people fight and argue, and oh my God, Nancy Pelosi's so bad, including this guy. I do the same thing every day. Yeah, they're after us. Man, they're this. They are doing what they are told by the powers that be. There's 4 corporations that control it all, and Congress, they do what they're told. And us, instead of looking up at the puppet strings, we get down here, and we argue, and we fight, and we go, oh my gosh, they had a congressional hearing today. Did you hear what Matt Gaetz said today in that congressional hearing? We got him now. No, we don't. No, we don't. They are made of Teflon. Oh, did you see Matt Gaetz and AOC arm in arm? They are now going to fight for everybody. Nope, the insider trading will continue. They have their hand in the purse and they are not letting go. One string, Big Pharma, telling America what to do and pumping us full of drugs. Big Tech, they're listening right now on our phones, and it is brutal. I don't think we will ever know the effect they're having on us right now. There's more. This was incomplete. There's a lot more. Which strings am I missing? What do you think? My proposal to you is that the real bread in circuses is Capitol Hill.